During this walk back, Cheryl realizes that Kristen is a lot more out of it than she is. When Kristen keeps needing to stop and Paul sort of supports her, she finds it strange that during this, like as Kristen's taking more time, Paul says, Cheryl, just go on. Just go on without us. I can walk her home. You just go ahead. Eventually, Cheryl gets to the door of her building and she says goodnight to Kristen and Paul. And at this point, she can see that Kristen is only 40 yards away from the front door of her building. She says to Paul, will you make sure she gets up to her room? And he's like, yeah, I will. But then Paul does something really strange. And he says, hey, Cheryl, do you want to give me a kiss before you go to your dorm? And she's like, no. And he's like, okay, how about just a hug? And she's like, no. And then she watches as Paul walks back over to Kristen and leads her toward her dormitory.